is E-Man Booze. One of my favorite craft distillers is New Columbia Distillers out of Washington, D.C. They make some of the finest gins this side of the Mississippi River. And I tell you, we reviewed their standard offering gin early last year, in 2014 rather, and we did the spring-summer one back in April or May or so, and tonight we're going to get into the fall-winter blend that they brought out this past November. It's called Ginavit, and it's a hybrid type of gin, kind of like a combination between a gin and an aquavit. Well, what's an aquavit? Well, an aquavit is Scandinavia's answer to gin, but instead of putting juniper berries in it as a predominant botanical, they use caraway seed. You know caraway seeds, they're them little things that get stuck in your teeth when you eat rye bread. But they got a great nuttiness and earthiness to them. And that's what makes aquavits so special. So let's get into this here green hat gin, fall, winter, Ginavit, and see what kind of magic awaits us here. Put a little bit in a glass. Now, interestingly, when you look at this here spirit, let me turn this bottle on its side. I love these bottles, by the way, these rectangular bottles. Look at that color as compared to the standard gin. It's just got a little touch of color to it. I think you can see that in there. And the reason for that is they age the Ginavit in used Laird's apple brandy. Now, if you know anything about Laird's, and I reviewed them too not too long ago, Laird's makes some of the finest apple brandy in the country. So they get the used barrels, and this spirit here aged for 3 months in those barrels. Now, what botanicals go in here? Well, quite a few actually. A lot of the standard botanicals, but then they put in 3 additional botanicals. So some of the standard botanicals New Columbia uses, of course, juniper. They use coriander, orris root, cinnamon, angelica root, grains of paradise, fennel seed, celery seed, sage leaf, lemongrass, lemon zest, and grapefruit. Then for this one, they add in star anise, caraway seed. Remember we talked about the caraway seed, and fresh dill. You put all that together, throw it in a barrel. What do you have? You have a sippin gin, perfect for a cold winter eve. Let's smell it. Let's get into it. Nose it up and taste it here. These things, man, I'll tell you. When you smell a green hat gin, you like happy as a lark. I'll tell you. The notes coming off of here, the vanilla tone. You pick up juniper, obviously, but you're getting a little bit of citrus here coming right off the bat here, and you're picking up fennel for sure, licorice tones. But you're getting barrel notes. We talked about the vanilla. You're picking up a little bit of just a faint hint of wood in there. Getting a little bit of herbaceousness too. This is wonderful. I love that little bit of that grapefruit I'm picking up here. Let's put it on a palate, see how she tastes. Look how light it is. It's just barely darker than water. It got a little color to it though. It's a cool color actually. Real pale straw. Wonderful. Woo! That orris root. Now what orris root do, it give you a little bit of a raspberry tone. That just hit me, and that was remarkable. I just love. On the back note, there it is. The caraway seed. It tastes like you bit into that piece of rye bread and got that seed stuck in your teeth like we talked about before. I like it. I really like it. It's earthy. I can taste some sage notes in here. I just love what the orris root do for it. Celery seed notes for sure. Definitely the fennel. Citrusy. That grapefruit tone. Little brightness from lemon. Mmm. Mmm. You know, that angelica root I also put in celery tones too. And you get some of that celery wonderment in here. This will make, I don't know, I think I'd have to, well, I started saying this will make a great cocktail. And you know, on greenhatgin.com, you'll find a couple of cocktails, one of which I noted here when I was looking at it just a little bit ago. One called the Ginavit 75, where they blend this with lemon juice and burnt sugar simple syrup and a little bit of cider. Now, I think that will be a wonderful drink, but for me, I'd probably just sip this by the fire most of the time just straight. It's just so wonderful, and that little bit of barrel treatment just helps make it more hearty for these colder days here. Hopefully these colder days are going away and we'll be able to get us some more of this here soon, the spring summer blend, because as you can see, I'm about down to 0 here. Whew, can't wait for that to come back out. That's a citrus bomb right there. Nice and strong too. Oh, the prooffulness, 90.2 proof or 45.1% alcohol by volume. Check out Green Hat Gin. They truly are a national treasure. Check out my other reviews of them on YouTube. And check me out. I'm E-Man Booze. You can find me on, of course, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. And I write the Distillery of the Month column for MainStreetDistilleries.com. Now, New Columbia Distillers was the second Distillery of the Month that I ever wrote. Just about over a year ago. So check that out to learn a lot about the history of Green Hat Gin, where it got its name from, and what they up to. And on that note, get yourself some Green Hat Gin. Bye, you all.